What's up guys, Stein back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. I know it's been a while, it's been about a week, 2 weeks, however long it's been since I made a video, but this is a very, very important subject that I want to talk about because it relates to life, it relates to what you do on a day-to-day basis, it relates to how you're going to improve, it relates to your life and experience and making it better. So what am I talking about? The last 2 weeks, every Friday and Saturday, I've gone out with my friends, I've partied, I've had fun, and I've experienced those things that I've never really experienced because I never talk about them. You guys know that I'm highly against drugs, alcohol, anything that's not going to make you better, anything that's not going to make you improve in life, anything that's not going to advance yourself, it's going to make you more money, it's going to get you in better shape, anything that's not going to provide value to you, anything that's not an asset to you. You guys know that. That's what I preach on this channel. This is exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis. Like, I'm all about improvement and that stuff. So what am I talking about? I do feel that sometimes you need either an outlet or sometimes iManGodsey, he's another YouTuber. He talks about going on monk mode for 6 months and not going on monk mode for 6 months. Now, this guy's a multi-millionaire. He has millions of dollars, and he advises this. Honestly, and like I said, I don't like partying. I don't like doing drugs. That's not something I like to do. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you get so caught up in the work, if you get so caught up in doing everything that you possibly can to become better, sometimes it becomes a trap where you don't get out of, like, you're tunnel vision like all the time, and it's like, and that's fine. You can choose to live that way if you really want to live that way. But I stress so much on this channel of living the best life, health, wealth, love, and happiness. And love and happiness are spending time with friends, spending time with family, going out with a girlfriend, going out, meeting new people, talking to more women. Like, these things are your love, your relationships. It's your happiness. This is your happiness. And that's the part that was missing out of, you're working out, you're working, you're making as much money as possible. Like, that's the part that's missing. And, some would argue that you can do that without alcohol. You can do that without drugs. You can have pleasure. You can have fun. You can have fun without the need of drugs and alcohol. Like, a lot of people would say that that's true, and obviously that's another opinion that people have in another opinion people have, like, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone can believe whatever it is that you want to believe, but I strongly sometimes feel that if it's a Saturday night, or if it's like, let's say it's like Halloween night, if it's St. Patrick's Day, if it's one of those nights and you're sitting at home and you're working and you're just grinding, making as much money as possible, like, I'm not sure if I'm 100% for that, because of everyone else is out partying. Like, not the fact that everyone else is having, no, don't do what everyone else does, because everyone else parties every single weekend. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about specific dates, specific things that just, it kind of like lets you get out of your, like, the work zone or whatever. It like kind of releases, like, because like I said, like, I mean, if you want to look at lives of, like, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, these people don't have fun at all. Like, they're literally working all the time. They're sleeping very little. They're working all the time. They're doing as much as they possibly can. And that's why this video is so complex. Like, this subject I'm talking about is literally so complex, because everyone will have a different opinion. But if you look at everyone's life in America, everyone's life in the world, not just America, they're always addicted to pleasure. They're always addicted to drinking. They're always addicted to smoking. It's like, but you can't live your best life that way. Guess what? You're going to need money. Guess what? You're going to need a better body. You're going to die of heart disease. It's the #1 leading cause of death. Like, and that's why it's the struggle to balance all these things. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to be as jacked as you possibly can. It's a struggle to have as much money as you possibly can. It's a struggle to be as happy as possibly, have a beautiful wife, have a beautiful girlfriend, have as much love, relationships as possible. It's very, very difficult to achieve all of these things. And a lot of people think that you need drugs, you need alcohol, you need that in order to fulfill your love and your relationship side of the good life. Because health and wealth, you're not having any fun. You're working, you're making money, you're getting a better body, you're putting in work, you're grinding, you're getting better. That's not the side of fun I'm talking about. The side of fun is the side where you do something different than you've always done before. And it honestly it depends how much money you have in the bank. I remember Brandon Carter saying, like, you should not be partying, you should not be having fun doing that stuff if you don't have at least 10K in the bank saved up. And I do think that's a good rule of thumb too. Like, if you have money saved up, if you have if you put yourself in a position that's suitable, then you're allowed to do that. But if not, guess what? Something happens, you need money, boom, you're screwed because you've partied every weekend. This is what everyone else does. Everyone else parties Friday, Saturday, and they have like very little to no money in the bank because they haven't saved it. They haven't grinded. They haven't used their grinding years. And I think you need to use those years, like, especially as a young man, like, respectably, because that way when you get older you can have more fun, you can do those things that you've wanted to do when you're young. But the thing is a lot of people do these things when they're young because they think that these are their prime years. They think these are the years that they're actually going to achieve the success that they want. Sometimes it may be, like I said, everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone will think, some people will think this way, some people will think this way, some people will think this way. And it really all comes down to your life. And it comes down to the people that you admire. It comes down to, do I want to live a life like this person, that I'm going to do exactly what they say? And if you don't, then don't do what they say. And, try it out. Experiment what you like. And that's maybe not the best advice that I'm giving, is because, maybe you love getting drunk, but that getting drunk may not love you, meaning, you're making wrong decisions, you're wasting money, you spend $200 at the bar every time. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is a very, very, very complex subject, because happiness is what we shoot for in our lives. We shoot to be happy. We shoot to make as much money as we possibly can. We shoot for at developing the best body we possibly can. We shoot for all of these things because we all want, this is what we want. I mean, we want a better body. We want a lot of money. We want good relationships. We want love. We want happiness. And these things are the most important areas of life. What I talk about: love, health, wealth, love, and happiness. Like, you need these things, but it comes down to a point where you have to make a decision for yourself, and I would say I won't give advice for this subject, because it comes down to a decision of, now, do I want to live life like this person? Okay, then I'm going to drink every weekend. If I don't want to do that, if I want to live my best life possible, and I want to leave literally nothing on the table, then I'm going to eliminate as much distractions as possible. I mean, like I said before, Iman Gadzhi, he talks about going on monk mode for, like, literally, you're just locked in, you're working all the time, you're working out all the time, you are, make as much money as you possibly can, you're working on your body, you're making, you're celibate, you're not, going here sleeping with a lot of women, or sleeping with your girlfriend if you have one. Like, you're going celibate, you're literally just you're working, like, that's all you're doing. You're not having any fun at all. You're not having any love at all. You're not getting any relationships. You're not, like, you're literally just straight working. And this is difficult, like I said, because in order, like, in my humble opinion, you need love, you need relationships, you need to have a significant other, whoever that is, male or female. You need someone in your life that's going to fulfill that category of, the good life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. Because if you're just healthy and wealthy, but you don't have any love or happiness, but let's say that does make you happy, if you're just healthy and wealthy, and you don't have any, like, and people can, this can mean something different to anyone too. People have everyone's going to have a different definition of what health, wealth, love, and happiness is to them. I know what it means to me, but you may have a different definition of what health, wealth, love, and happiness means to you. It may mean something that's a little bit like out of the ordinary. It may mean something that's different than what everyone else thinks. Like, I mean, you have to just take a look at your life and say, do I want to live a life like this person? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do exactly. If I want to live a life like Kobe Bryant, like Michael Jordan, like Derek Jeter. I read Derek Jeter's book. He says in the book specifically, no drugs or alcohol. But yet 99% of people on planet Earth are constantly consuming drugs and alcohol. And, you know, not that that's a bad thing, but like I said, you have to look at your life and say, now, okay, do I want to be like Derek Jeter? Do I want to be an MVP, one of the best baseball players of all time? Okay, then I'm going to not do any drugs and I'm not going to do any alcohol. And it takes an assessment out of yourself. It takes who you really want to be. I mean, because you create who you be every single day by the decisions and actions you take every single day. You create what person you're going to become. So I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make you ponder and think about the decisions you're making and what life you really want to live, because that's what life is all about. Like, we don't want any regrets. No one wants regrets. And that's why I talked about this, is because, you know, if you don't go out and party, you're working all the time. You miss, let's say you miss the parties. But other people say, you know, you're not missing anything because, you know, you just spent $200 at the bar. How are you missing anything? But other people believe, you know, you need to go out and have fun. You need to go out and experience. You need to meet new people. It's very, very complex subject. Very complex. But I want to make that video for today. Make you think, make decisions to better your life and what life you actually want to live. That's the video for today. Like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and we'll see you in the next video.